Hi, I'm Carolyn Enting, Associate Editor of MiNDFOOD Style, and today we're catching up with Angela Roper, Group Design Leader at Zero Footwear. Welcome, Angela.
Thank you.
Designing footwear is a dream job for a lot of people. How did you get into footwear design?
About 5 or 6 years ago, I was lucky enough to get a job with another New Zealand company called Bobucks, which specialises in children's shoes. So all the mums out there will know who they are. They do fantastic soft sole shoes with characters on it. So they're fantastic because they help the development of the child as well. And during my time there, we researched a number of new developments, and it really got my interest in anatomy and how the body relates to the foot. So when the role at Zero came up, I jumped at the opportunity, and it's fantastic because I actually get to fit test the product myself now rather than on my children. So yeah, it sort of evolved from there really. One of the things I love about footwear design is it's like furniture design, which is actually where my training, my background is in. It really has to be in sync with the body. It has to reflect the anatomy. It's really important that it fits well. If it doesn't, it can affect your whole, I guess, your emotions and your physical body. So yeah, it's something that's really, I guess, I find really engaging.
Zero is known for style as well as comfort. Would you say the comfort factor is Zero's point of difference?
Definitely. I think the reality is for women, we don't like to say it sometimes, but true confession would say that we always like style over comfort. At the end of the day, a woman wants to feel good about themselves and look really fantastic as well. So we kind of, I think, grow up with this idea that we compromise at some level on comfort. And part of what Zero is trying to do is really translate things that are fashionable and look fantastic into a comfort proposition for our customers. So for us, we think that you don't have to choose, you can have both. And we do that through our history. We were founded by two podiatrists who back in 1946 measured 10,000 feet, which even by today's standard is a huge research project. And they understood how women's feet, especially New Zealand feet, were, because we were bringing a lot of shoes into the country from Italy and different places around the world, and their feet are quite different from ours, and research shows that. So they really designed, I think, the lace, which is basically the form that the shoe's made on, that suits the New Zealand foot.
So how does Zero achieve such great underfoot comfort?
A lot of it is to do with contouring. I mean, we know, if you look at your foot, you can see it's not a flat surface, and really our shoes are about trying to replicate that. So it's providing as much underfoot support as possible. That's where you get the most comfort during the day. Yes, there's lots of materials we use, which is all very scientific, PU and Poron. All these materials, basically what they do is they are providing you with a support, but also a lasting support, which is the most important thing. A lot of times shoes will be very comfortable to start with, so you try them on the shop, and then you wonder when you get home or you wear them at night, why are they not as comfortable anymore? And it's because there's not the memory in the materials. So the materials we use are very high quality. It means that you'll have sustained comfort day after day, month after month, and even year after year.
That's amazing. So in terms of the memory, would it actually also mould to your own individual foot some of the styles, and therefore that's why they are super duper comfortable?
Definitely. Well, I think they allow the impression of the foot to be taken into it, definitely. And so depending on your foot shape, your body weight, all those sorts of things, those things are taken into account. The most important thing is the contouring. So it's the heel cupping, it's the arch support, it's having that padding in the forepart, especially in a heel. You want padding in the ball of the foot because that's where most of the pressure is. So it's really about the type of shoe we're designing and getting the right comfort for that specific shoe. So as I said, heels, it's the ball of the foot. On a flat shoe, having more arch support and good heel cupping is really important as well.
It's amazing. So trying to achieve, is it hard to design a fashionable shoe with that amount of support?
It is when you're trying to meet the expectations of most women, especially in a high heel product. You're expecting, women want a fine, elegant, beautiful, dressy shoe. And if you're putting comfort into a shoe, it requires materials, which often adds bulk. And so that's been an ongoing challenge that we've had. Today we've got some new projects that we're working on, which bring into account new materials and new thinking around our last development. And they're giving us some really exciting products. So I think that's the really exciting thing about footwear as well, is it doesn't stop. There's no kind of, this is it, this is all we can do. There's always new research and new approaches that we can take to new products.
So what was the inspiration for Zero's Spring Summer 15 collection?
camouflaging comfort's key, and we've made sure we've used really interesting materials. So this season it's really been about colour. I think people have been, wanting some excitement and freshness, and shoes. I mean, women just have a lavish feel of shoes. I mean, any excuse to buy a new pair to feel good. Colours being key, materials, texture. You've seen the pony, which has been a really strong trend in the marketplace. And I think what our customers, the feedback we've been getting is they're so excited when that pony shoe comes out of the box. They kind of gasp because they've been given permission to wear this fantastic, looking product and know that they're still going to be comfortable at the same time.
So what are your favourite styles from the collection and why?
Oh, the pony styles.
I
love pony.
Is that the mule?
Yes, there's a mule, which is Paris, which is a fantastic style. I've worn that a lot already. And Tabitha, which is the low little flat sandal with the adjustable straps. And that's one of the other key things that we're trying to show our customers this season is you don't have to wear high heels to be fashionable. Fashionable, in fact, low is really fashionable at the moment. And I think there's been such a move in the market of fashion brands taking on more comfort features in their product. I mean, you've seen how popular Birkenstock has been the last few seasons now. I mean, it's not dying anytime soon. I mean, low height heels have been really key as well. So I think that's been the most exciting thing for our customers is the variety. And we've really been focusing on having like every part of your wardrobe is covered by what we do. So it's not just the work shoe or having that really comfortable high heel, it's that weekend shoe, the cool blush sneaker, a little vulcanized sneaker, which is really on trend, but far more comfortable than other brands in the market. And also we've had some great colours which we've talked about already. So the paprika and the greens and the oranges, they're just, people just feel really good when they see those colours, and that's constant feedback we get through our website is that they feel so much better when they buy the shoe, but also when they put the shoe on, every week, it kind of bring back that initial feeling they had when they bought the shoe.
Now, actually, is my memory correct? You guys also back your shoes with a guarantee, don't you?
Yes, we do. We have a 30-day guarantee. Sometimes you'll try on a shoe in the store and you swear it was comfortable. You get home for whatever reason, you try it on and something's not right. So we do offer that. We also have a fantastic service in store, which a lot of people don't know about, and it's what we call the tailored fit system. It's where our staff are all trained to actually fit the shoe for you. So it's surprising that I don't think I've ever been in another store where they've actually measured my feet, and it's really tricky. A lot of women will actually wear shoes that are too short for them, and that's actually what causes a lot of the pain that they experience. So really it's not about size, it's about fit. And they also have little tricks of the trade of things that they can pop into your shoes and etc. just to make sure it fits really, really well. And that's something to consider as well. So sometimes it's just to fit a shoe, other times it's going into more appropriate style. But I think as a consumer these days, that's really, really important.
What do you love most about footwear?
Wow, so many things. What do I love the most? I think what I love is that, especially with Zera, going through the change we're going through, how it's appealing to lots of different generations now. I have a 9-year-old and 11-year-old daughter, both have pairs of Zeras now, and every week I am reminded from one of my daughters that there's a pair of in the next winter ranges that she wants, and I think for me that's really satisfying because I've got my mum wears our shoes, my sister has started wearing our shoes, meeting people and they're saying, oh, I've just bought this new pair of Zera, I never knew you did things like that, and God, they're so amazing, they're so comfortable. And I think for me as a designer, that's the most satisfying thing, is when you are actually meeting customers' needs, because it's one thing to look great, but the fact that they make people feel really good, I think that's really satisfying.
If you had to sum up Zera's mantra in a few words, what would it be?
Well, I guess for our focus from a product point of view is about style and comfort, because that actually is incredibly challenging, and I think our designers do and our technicians do a fantastic job, every day going back to the drawing board, figuring out how can we make this more beautiful, how can we make this more comfortable, how can we get that balance. And we have a little mantra in our product team, which is it's the power of the and, not the tyranny of the or, because we want both and we think women deserve both.